Hi folks, Alex Klingelhoeffer here with Exencial Wealth Advisors. It is 8:20 here in the middle part of the country on Friday. Happy Friday to you. It is January 21st, 2022. Here's your morning jog around the economic headlines of the world. Starting off here in the U.S., let's talk about Peloton. Did you see the memo yesterday? Leaked. Peloton's not going to make bikes for a few months. They're turning off their factories. They have too much inventory. Their CEO paid McKinsey millions of dollars for a 23-year-old junior analyst to say, hey, stop making bikes that are losing you money. Valuable insights from a recent Penn or whatever graduate. Maybe you went to Harvard. I don't know. I'm sure they paid some really smart people to tell them that. Anyway, on a go-forward basis, the CEO says their revenue is still going to be in line for second quarter, but they do need to restructure the company to, make some money, right? Pelotons are, sort of seen as a luxury item as folks go back to gyms. They're not using and selling bikes as much. Well, okay, on a go-forward basis, we'll see if those pandemic stocks do start to trade at a more reasonable multiple. Netflix came out with some slower growth numbers as well over last night. Again, as folks return to work, sort of return to a more normalized life, how does that affect those pandemic darlings, Zoom, Peloton, and Netflix? We will see in the price action, but more importantly, we'll see in the actual earnings results what happens with those business units. Intel building a chip plant. Where is it? It's going to be in Columbus, Ohio. It's one of two plants. Each one's going to cost about $10 billion. It's in line with the plant that Taiwan Semiconductor is going to put into the Phoenix area, in line with what Samsung is spending in Austin. Now, I want to take a step back and look at where these companies are placing their plants. And there is a key playbook. There is a key indicator for where they're going. It's a college town in a red state. Let's take a look. Right, Phoenix has got Arizona State. It's in a generally red state. Austin, it's got the University of Texas in deep red Texas. Columbus, college town, the Ohio State University, for all those who love watching Sunday Night Football, in a red state. It's a huge playbook. I want some 30-year-olds who are highly educated, want to go and manufacture chips, high-tech manufacturing, so I've got to put it in a cool town to live in. I want low taxes for my business. I've got to put it in a red state. Looking at you, North Carolina, of course, Research Triangle, also looking to attract investment. That's the key. Got college town, got it in a red state. That's where you put your high-tech chip manufacturing hub. Intel following the same playbook as the rest of them. Last but not least, want to talk some international news before we get off to the weekend, and its importance on the supply chain. Rio Tinto getting its permit to start a lithium production plant in Serbia declined. Why is this important? Well, it was going to be the biggest plant in Europe for producing lithium. We need lithium, we need cobalt, we need nickel to produce lithium-ion batteries. For a while, not a big deal. They were going in things like cell phones. They were going in things like laptops. Now they're in cars. They're big. We need huge amounts of raw materials to produce all of these electric cars that now all of the world's major auto companies are starting to produce or want to produce. If we don't have large supplies of those materials, and specifically, if we don't have large supplies of those materials mined in places that are ethical for ESG concerns, you're really going to see prices shoot up and not going to see deliveries in the amounts that the green folks want. We need additional mining to get to carbon neutral, if that is a goal we have as a society. Little hurt now to save some pain later. That's a trade-off. If you want some additional information throughout the weekend, find me on the internet. I am out there. Until then, I hope you and your families have a nice weekend. I am out.